business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all.
Hey everybody, we're back. It is Wednesday, and I am one of the co-hosts, Lakeisha. We have
Hi, Miss Hubbard. Glad you all came back to join us.
And hello, y'all. Y'all know I am Elder Lakia Barnett. Happy to be back. Happy Wednesday.
yes. So it is a privilege and an honor to be back with these ladies once again. We have a phenomenal show for you guys, but before we get started, we are going to roll a clip from one of our guests that we had, Jamal Jones. He is a filmmaker out of Indiana, and then we'll have a few announcements and get right to it. Without further ado, here is Proverbs 31.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above all rubies. What woman in their right mind can honestly live up to these ridiculous standards? Certainly not this one.
Who can find a virtuous woman? See, I thought I was one. So, how did we get here?
Once you put anything before God, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, don't check me.
All right, that's enough.
Get ready.
Go on in there! Cry to God!
Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
We have to be that man in order for them to be that woman.
Tell me you didn't just gamble away all my money, Anthony!
God saved Ant's life.
Please help me through this.
What if you were already the husband I needed? Excuse you.
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
But why did Aunt do nothing about it?
Trust me, Aunt's gonna take care of that.
I just want you to see what you got to look forward to.
What a waste of time.
You doing? Move.
Hey.
I'm angry at myself for allowing you to change me into this monster.
This is your mess. You clean it up.
You made this bed, now you sleep in it.
Are you gonna leave? Or do I need to shoot you in your knee?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
For her price is far above all rubies,
The heart of her husband will trust in her.
so that he shall have no need of sport.
She do him good all the days of her life.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah,
wow,
that-
he's right.
Can't wait till that drops.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Coming soon. So, stay in tune. We will definitely be getting all the tea and the launch date and everything for that to come forth so we can see the whole film. But just really quickly, we have events that are coming up and we are super excited about it. We are having a back to school supply giveaway in Chicago. Our hub for Tears to Purpose in Chicago is going to be next week, August 21st from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. The flyer is posted on our page, and then we will follow that up with a school supply giveaway in Maryland. So that information also is circulating around. If you have any questions, reach out to us on our page or message us. And then we have a gala, a sneaker ball, guys.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on, a sneaker ball. No heels, no dress shoes for the men, beautiful gowns, and our sneakers. We are going to be flossing. So that is going to be October 16th. And you can reach out to barnettlakia@gmail.com. Get your tickets. It is limited space. And the early bird special is going to be bye-bye like soon. So
Mm.
pay for your tickets, get your seats locked up. This is going to be a epic event for Tears to Purpose and many more to come. But without further ado, we are going to bring our guest on so that we can just let him come on in and tell us about everything that he's working on.
Hey, how are you guys doing? It's a beautiful day.
Good. Welcome.
Hi, Luke.
Yeah, welcome. How are you?
Busy, loving life.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand it over to Miss Hubbard to start off your introduction.
Well, Luke, we want to welcome you once again. We're so happy that you decided to join us.
Well, it's a pleasure being
I'm
here.
sure. Thank you. You have a lot to say. So go ahead and give us a little bit about your story.
Well, I grew up as a pastor's kid, so there's that. I'm not a troubled pastor's kid, I tell you. You know the stories as pastor's kids, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I started out in photography back in '99, and then I went into filmmaking probably like in 2003 or 4, something like that. I write books and I film movies and stuff. We're getting ready to film our very first feature film, which is going to be coming up in February. I've been doing like a lot of concept films. Did 2 of them already for the backstory of the lead roles, and yeah, and this film is going to be a faith-based film. We're actually going to market it as a secular film, so we can reach more of a wider area, a wider demographic than just the faith base. Yeah, that's basically my story.
Wow. Okay. Well, when you said your dad was a pastor, that opened my eyes because my dad was a pastor. So I know some of the things that we go through as PK kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know it was rough for me at one time. This is when I was in junior high, but did you have it rough?
Oh man, yeah. I grew up as a middle child, so I always called myself the best part of the Oreo cookie because we're the cream of the crop. So I had it. I had the hand me downs from the older sister and never got like what I needed in life, right?
Oh, okay. Well, you made it through. Thank God for that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, God has just been so helpful on us and on our lives and stuff like that. And like I started going to school, Full Sail University. I'm graduating in a few weeks, and I only went there
Excellent.
because
Congratulations.
I mean, God told me to, hey, you're going to start making narrative films, and I'm like, why? I've been doing weddings for so long. I'm happy with weddings. Well, then next thing you know, what God wants, I do it. So
That's
wrote my
right.
first film. So yeah, it's been a great ride. I mean, God just brings us through this journey. It's just amazing to see where He's taken us.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we listen to him, we be going in the right direction. But if we don't, I mean, we do what we want to do, we miss out. So
Oh
it's
man,
best to listen and obey.
I've seen it so many times. I can write movies from all the stuff I've been through in my life, and I've seen miracles happen. Like even on
Yeah.
Sunday, I was flying back from Indianapolis, and um, my airline got canceled. Like not only one, but the whole airport closed. They
Oh,
went over the
wow.
intercom, said all airlines are canceled. I'm like, I could have done one or two things. I could have one said, okay, whatever, and just like moved on, or I could have said, okay, I could have cussed out everybody in the park, but I just, put on worship music and I was like, God, you have a purpose. And sure enough, they gave me a free hotel room, gave me a free
Okay.
transportation to the hotel, and this guy got saved in the car.
All right.
Yeah, this
Hey,
guy
but that's what it's
literally,
about.
I
That's what
know,
it's about.
like that was my purpose. Why my flight got
Yes.
canceled. God had a purpose for me to do that. I mean, this guy hasn't stepped foot in a church for 10 years, and he stepped foot into it that day, that
Wow.
morning, and the pastor shoved him away.
Mhm.
So, I mean, there's a lot of hurt going on,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
the reason why I want to do faith-based films. That's why I have this purpose in life where I want to drive a new style of faith-based films where they're not shoving scriptures down people's throats, but they're more inspirational in the way to make people think and make choices on their own. Like, hey, this is something that I can relate to. God
Yeah,
can help
yeah.
me with this, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Sometimes you have to be yourself. We can't always pull the people in if we in suits and dresses. I mean, they have to see that we are normal as well. You know, we have problems. We can wear pants. I mean, you don't always have to be dressed up. Sometimes that
Mhm.
um, is not good for some people. That they shy away from that. So you have to show them that you're just like them.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that helps a
exactly.
lot.
Hmm.
So he stopped the whole airport for that one soul. That's what
That
God
one
does.
soul. And that was, yeah, I was a little frustrated, but God's timing can be frustrating. But when you rely on His
Yeah,
timing, oh man, the rewards you reap.
that's right. So true. So true. Oh my gosh. Um, listen, I don't know where to go from here. Listen. Um, so did you ever feel like giving up?
Yes, several times. When I was 26, I actually almost committed suicide. I came
Ah,
back from I was a veteran, I served in the military, and I got to the point where I just gave it all. I was like sitting in my bedroom one night, and I had a gun pointed straight to my temple, and I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna put you on trial here. If you're real, you got to show me something right now. And
mm,
I had the gun ready to go, and next thing you know, this picture of my daughter dropped and just shattered all over the floor on the hardwood floor, and gave me enough inspiration to drop the weapon.
mm, that's right.
And I mean, from that point, I just like I've been forever changed. Like God has been really working in my life and showing me things that I've never seen before. It's a wild
Wow.
ride, but it's so much fun.
It's worth it, right?
Oh man, it is so worth it. Like even the first concept film of the feature film, The Sun, there was 6 people that got saved off that film, and that was marketed to a secular world. It wasn't marketed to a faith-based genre, and I mean, it has a message of hope. So, and that's what this world needs is more hope instead of all these
Yes.
horror and
Hmm.
thriller type films.
Yeah. God has a purpose, and you have stepped into your purpose. I thank you for stepping into your purpose because it's
Hmm.
not about you; it's about the others that God is drawing to you. Thank you so
Exactly.
much. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you over to Lakia now.
So y'all know I am triple excited because this is right down my arena. So I'm always excited when God can bless me to accompany people that are doing what I inspire to do. I love films, I love stories, I love all of these things. And what makes it so special about today's show and about the lineup this month is because we have great men that are coming forth, head of the households that are coming forth to really show, like, look, we doing this thing too, just as well as the women. And I think so. This is very encouraging, I believe, for the men to see that there are great men like you who are walking your purpose. So, with that being said, like, how did you know that this was what you were supposed to be doing? Because my thing is, a lot of us, we have so many gifts and talents, and this goes back to knowing and sitting with God and really saying, you know what, God, I'm good at this, but you may be good at this, but God might want you to do something else. You got to know how to switch these things off. When it's time to turn this off, God might want you to step into something else. So, how did you really know that? Okay, film is really where God wanted you.
Well, I mean, it's all comes down to discernment, I would say, because our lives are intended to be like seasons. That's exactly what our lives are supposed to be like. If you think of our lives like a tree, we'll have leaves coming off, dying off, new ones grow right back in. And when those new leaves grow back in, it's something new that's coming into your life. And I think how I knew for certain that I needed to go into this was the fact that everything was basically starting to be handed to me on a silver platter. Like I never had intentions of writing. I hate writing when I was in high school. I was so bad at writing, but next thing you know, one day I woke up and I wrote a whole book, and I was like, where did that come from, God? And that was the day after, actually, the day after I almost committed suicide was when I wrote my first book. And I was like, okay, so I started writing more and more. And then God just started laying it on my heart saying, you're going to make films. And I think it all started from photography, though. And, those seasons that God puts us in, it's just like, okay, you're going to start small, start growing and growing and growing. You got to start somewhere. And I started from photography and moving my way up to film. And I was kind of, I think I was more forced into film because the digital age was starting to kick in and the analog stage was backing out, and I hated digital photography, so I moved into film.
So cool. So, how many projects have you done? Like, that's what I want to know. How many projects have you done? And let's go into talking about the new project that you're working on now.
Yeah, I've been doing, let's see here, I got 8 films now, 8 short films totally done now. And all of them are faith-based in some way, some form. Some of them are more spoken word poetry and telling it more of a narrative way. My first narrative film was a total disaster, and then they started getting better. Oh, I don't want to even show you guys the first one. The first one was so bad. Like, I was in school and I was just like, okay, I got to write something. I didn't write a script out, and I did it all on the spar. Like, literally, okay, I'm going to make up something while we go. Okay, actors, you do this, you do that. And it was called Across the Room, and it had a good storyline behind it, but it was terribly shot. But it led me up to this point now where I'm on the fence, where I was like, started writing this beautiful, beautiful book called The Son. And it was inspired by a spoken word that my dad and I wrote together over The Prodigal Son. And when I started writing it, it was just like I wrote this whole script in like 3 days, and it's 202 pages long. And the script is about the parables that Jesus taught us, but in a modernized, relatable way that will give us inspiration and hope. You see one guy, the main character, William, starting off with the prodigal son, and he's starting to go on this journey of trying to find his purpose in life. And it all comes back down to hope and love. And then you have the second protagonist that's like struggling with domestic abuse. Her stepfather is really, really abusive, and she's trying to find her hope and her way out of this. And they come together and become really good friends. And you'll see the parables play out throughout the journey of the William before he makes his great escape and everything like that. And the concept film is actually on our website. I think it is filmthesun.com, which is awesome,
Cool. So you guys keep sharing, Sharing is caring. We want to make sure that we get this great interview out to the masses, because I think that we have some folk that want to be in film probably, and probably are thinking like, oh, I can't do this. But that's why we bring people on the show, because it is about encouraging people. We have so many great creatives, and I think that it is necessary for the creatives to come forth in this season to be more of a visual, to find other ways to bring people into Christ. I kept hearing you say that a lot during this time, that God is using people in a different kind of way. It's not necessarily going to come through a suit and a tie, and it may not necessarily come through the church house. So I am 100% in agreement with you that he is using people like you and many others to bring people to Christ in a different kind of way. So tell me, is this expensive? Like, let's get down to the bottom of this. Like, I know it can be really costly when you're trying to do something as these big products, whether it's like short film, long film, play, whatever. I think all of it can be very expensive. Can you tell us about that side of it?
Yeah, technically, I mean, people don't make it that expensive, but it really, if you think about it, it's more like it's a career, it's a job. It's like going to Home Depot and working, crew needs to get paid to pay for their electric bills. Cast needs to get paid for their electric bills. And then you got to worry about props and locations and location permits and all these agreements. And it gets expensive. I'm looking at needing around $25 million to film this feature film. And luckily, I already have a big post house that's it's a private investor that's wanting to invest 500,000 into this feature film. And if we get like 500,000, we can do the minimum on the films. I've seen feature films, great feature films, filmed for 15,000. Yeah. So in other words, it's very expensive, but is it rewarding? Oh yeah. It's a blessing, because even on set, you never know who's going to be on set with your crew and cast, and you could pray with them. And next thing you know, boom, here's another one going to Christ. Boom, there's a baptism. I went on set. It was like 3 weeks ago or something like that on this one indie film set, and we ended up having a baptism at the film set, and it was a secular film. I was supposed to be doing this horror film, and I was DPing on it. I was not the writer. It was interesting, but then next thing you know, God's like, that man. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Had a baptism. Next thing you know, more people started showing up. It is the greatest experience ever. It might be expensive, but God will give you the money.
Amen. I'm going to say amen to that. That is some words of encouragement and inspiration that I'm going to eat for myself, because I be like, how do they be doing this stuff? This is what I be saying. But, I trust God. So whatever it is that he wants me to do, he's going to make it work. And that's what he's saying, even concerning your story. Your story is an epitome of someone who was once thinking about taking his own life. But if you had did that, right? This great stuff that you had deposited in you would have never came forward. The people that were attached to you in these weird situations that came and brought and gave their lives to Christ, it wouldn't have happened, because you were the person it was supposed to happen through. See, I understand that type of stuff. So I get excited when I hear about it. But can you give us one tip on, if you have anyone that is seeking to do what you're doing and they feel passionate about going into film, writing plays, whatever, writing a book, what would be the one tip that you would share with everybody right now that they can take from this interview, if they're going down the same road?
I would say let go. Let go, because it's so easy to overthink things, and it's so hard to give it to God. If you're going to write something, let God write it for you, because God's going to write you the best scripts there ever is. I mean, we're all imitators of the greatest creator there is. So if we're imitators, he's already created it. We just have to be open-minded and allow him to do it. So we just need to be open and let it, let everything go and allow God to do it.
Yes, so thank you. That tip was wonderful, and I'm going to take that down for myself. So thank you so much. So why don't you go ahead and let everybody know how they can find you, so they can keep following you, and you just keep updating us on what is happening with this film. I can't wait to see it. And I'm just going to be following, because of course this won't be your last time being on the show. Hopefully we can get you back before this thing drops, because we want to interview you and get all the tea about all the backhand stuff that's going on. So go ahead and let the audience know how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on actually Facebook with Radical Agape Productions, or you can look up radicalagape.com. That's my website. And you can see my backstory. You can see my wife's backstory. We're a husband and wife team, and we do it together.
All right. Amen. So I love it. I love all of this. You guys, are you excited about this? I ain't even seen it, but I was just reading and going on his website, and we need more vessels like you to step to the plate and answer the call, because that's what it's about. So I honestly am super excited about what you have coming and what God is going to use you more to do. I am triple excited about this. So thank you so much, Luke, for being a guest on this show. Again, we have to get you back before your film drops. And we would love to interview you and just, share you with the world, because you are a blessing to the world, especially in the visual arts, so people can understand and gain relationship with God. But not only that, come get on this side. This the winning team. With the winning team is the God team. Okay, this
Yeah.
the winning team. We need to recruit some more folk. So the Lord said,
Yeah.
"Look, do what y'all got to do."
Hey, you know what? My wife's an awesome filmmaker, so she can definitely come in with me and sometime you'll meet her.
Yes, we would love a husband and wife tag team.
Yes.
We love that stuff. So
Excellent.
that
Yes.
would be awesome.
Oh
That would
yeah.
be so awesome.
Yeah.
So anything else you guys want to say, ladies, before Mr. Luke pulls on out to his busy schedule?
No,
Just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
exactly.
Continue doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's all God. I appreciate you guys. You ladies are amazing and awesome. Just remember that. Keep smiling. Keep pushing forward.
Yes,
Amen.
will
Thank
do.
you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. And we will see you soon, Luke, and talk to you soon. Okay.
All right.
Yes, you guys. So you guys keep on sharing and tagging folks into this show. We are ecstatic to be back live. It's a lot of work behind the scenes trying to get guests on the show. So, with that being said, if you want to be a guest, you can simply just email me at barnettlakia@gmail.com and we will get you all set up. We are looking for entrepreneurs, chefs, kid entrepreneurs as well. We want to talk to the children because, there's some kids out here doing some big things. Okay. So, we want to know what you guys got going on. So, don't hesitate to inbox me and let me know, and we will get you all set up. We are currently booking for September, October, November, and December. So you guys can get on at any one of those months. So let me know. Sue Marker says Luke is such an inspirational. He is, for real.
Yes.
So
Yes.
up next, we have Michael W. Green that's entering the virtual room, our next guest. Hello, Michael.
Hello, ladies. How y'all doing?
We are well.
Good. How are you?
Don't you tell? We are excited. So thank you for coming on to Tears to Purpose Real Talk. We are so glad that you could make it out of your busy schedule. We was just telling Luke that we are extremely happy to have males on here that are doing some powerhouse things. I think it's just awesome because it's encouraging to other males that may be watching, and I just think it's so dope to have you guys walking in your grace and in your purpose. So that is inspiration for many men, especially younger men and our new generation that's coming up. So this is great. So I'm going to turn this over to Miss Hubbard, and we're going to get your interview started. So get comfortable.
Okay, I'm in my chair. I got my water, so I'm good.
Okay. Excellent. Well, once again, Michael, just gonna jump right into it. Tell us about your story. How did you get where you are?
How did I get where I am? How long is this show? So I mean, how did I get into filming? How did I get into, the business, production? I guess that's what you're asking. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's a little pause.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so actually, I got into filming on a $20 bet. A $20 bet. I'm gonna sum it up really quick. A couple of friends of mine, we were at the gym. We decided to stop by the groceries, by the gas station. A guy was selling DVDs out there, getting his hustle on. I went up there and I see what he got. He said, give me $20. I said, man, you bootlegging. I'm gonna give you $20 for a bootleg DVD. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give you $5 help you out. I know you're doing your hustle. So he ended up giving me one anyway for the $5. So we watching the DVD, and the acting was horrible. It was horrible. I said, I can do better than that. My boy was like, $20 bet you can. I said, bet. And I end up like going to school just to win $20. So I end up going to school at KD Studios. I end up, it's just so much stuff that happened in the transition between that. But it's just, since I got into it, it's like, I can't explain it. It's like a heartbeat. It's like it fuels me, you know? So I started doing extra work. I was driving everywhere doing these extra projects, just being an extra, just to be on set. And so one day I saw an audition and I auditioned for it, and then I booked a speaking role. And when I saw that chick, I'm like, I like these chicks better than them extra chicks. So that was kind of like how the transition, that's kind of how the transition went from there. And ever since then, it's been a lot of speed bumps. I can't lie, but things are popping right now. So, it's a true blessing.
Okay, so you said it was like your heartbeat. In other words, it's there. It just happened. I mean, it was something that you just walked into it and just kept walking, and you enjoyed it so much, right?
Yeah, it's a different type of life. It's a different type of life. I can't, like I said again, it's hard to explain it because it's inside of me. But I'm telling you, when you find something that's your passion and not something you just doing to get a check, you appreciate it a lot more. Even though that money that you're getting for that everyday bills is what's paying the bills, but that passion is I think you appreciate it more because like nothing's gonna stop me from getting there. I don't care what it is. There's nothing stopping me. Devil, you coming to the right, I'm going to the left. You going to the left, devil, I'm going over top. So
okay, so you basically just walked into your purpose because, like you said, I mean, when you have a passion for something, it's not work. You enjoy doing it. You don't mind going to it and that's your passion. So you just walked into your destiny and to your purpose. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say. I have no more questions. You you just said it all. So I thank you so much. Just continue to do what you're doing. You're going to help a lot of people, and we appreciate you. So I'm going to send you on over to the next interview.
Okay.
So thank you for being so transparent, Michael. I love transparency. So we know that as you're moving into your purpose, it's never easy. It's always a lot of bumps in the roads. There's a lot of things. Even the enemy will test you, like really make you think, oh, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Did you ever have that moment where you felt like you was ready to back out, like go hide under a rock and be like, nope, this can't be it because this is way too much that's going on?
Oh, again, how long is the show? I'm telling you, you get it's a lot of things that happens. Okay, so we have a film, and I think I don't know how y'all do. This is my first time on your show, so I'm gonna say it again, ladies. Thank y'all for having me on the show. I really truly appreciate it. I love seeing like-minded individuals, especially with a Christian base behind it, doing positive things. So first, foremost, we have a film that's out now, that's worldwide distribution, that's out right now everywhere. And I'm gonna sum it up quick too, because I don't know how much time I got. All right, so it's called Brothers 3-2-1. So it's BRUTHAS, like brothers. Brothers 321. You can Google it, it'll pull up everywhere. Anyway, we started shooting in 2016, the end of 2016. You have the cast, we started filming. Shot with one of the leads. It was 3 leads, and I was one of them. And the 3 leads that was there, one of them, we had a, let's just say, scheduling conflict. We shot about 7 scenes with him. We had to part ways with the project just because of his schedule didn't fit our schedule, or I'm gonna say that'd be the safe way to say it. So I was freaking out because I actually stopped working with him while we were on set, waiting for him to show up. I'm freaking because, like, I just think that when you putting your money up for a location, people don't think like you think when it's your money being put up. So I'm freaking out. So my first AD came and talked to me, said, okay, Mike, just think. And I'm like, call a buddy I went to high school with named Hewitt Henderson. I graduated from Roosevelt High School in Dallas. I called him. I said, Hewitt, man. And the role required this model, ripped looking type guy. I called Hewitt up. I said, Hewitt, man, blah, 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 blah. He said, where you at? I'm on my way. He get there, get to the script. We shot 6 scenes that day. He told me, put me in the back room. He said, look, Mike, I'm just letting you know, it's a good chance I won't be living by the end of this year. I'm like, bro, you don't know the money that I've had. I'm really not trying to talk about death right now. So he said, okay, I'm just telling you. I say, so I heard him, but I didn't hear him. So we shot 6 scenes, then we went back and had to go shoot all those other scenes again. So we're filming, we're breaking for, I think it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas break. The other lead, which is Brandon McCowan, called me and said, hey, have you talked to Hewitt? I said, no, but we about to start back shoot, man. We need to wrap this so we can get this bad boy out. He said, I think he died. I said, what? True and behold, he died. So I remember going outside, looking in the sky like, really, God? Like, really? And I'm just like, what am I supposed to? And I'm talking to God outside. People walking about like, he crazy. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. Is this not supposed to come out? Then I made a phone call to another actor named Aaron Carolina. He's in LA right now doing his thing. I said, Aaron, blah, 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 blah. He said, let's do it, Mike. I said, okay. So we cast him, and we had to go back and shoot all those scenes again just to finally get everything shot and done. And we had to recast some other people because other people said, Mike, you haven't finished it yet. You keep repeating it. And I'm like, and you know, you try to tell everybody it's not me, but people's time, you know, is golden. Everybody's time, our lifespan is short on this earth. So I'm like, okay, fine, we recast. So we finally got it done. We actually had the red carpet in 2018, and doing with contracts and motion picture decrees and stuff like that, we finally got it released worldwide June of this year, June 15th of this year. So that's one of them. That's why I asked you how long the show is.
So good. Wow. That kind of hits home, your story you just told. And I know it's probably more to that element, but that definitely hits home for me. But you didn't let it stop you. Okay. No matter what broke out or whatever the case may be, you didn't let it stop you. So one of the things that I love about doing this show is that we can educate people on different arenas, whatever field you're coming from, whatever your specialty is, because you just never know who's watching. They may need to hear something or feel like they're at the brink of like giving up. And you're in such a industry that is so visual, you know. So what is any tips that you will give anybody today that is watching that wants to get into the filming industry, want to be an actor, because we have so many people that can act there behind all, but it's always a thin line of, just making sure they stay in grace. Of some people saying that people can't go and pursue their dreams and be in faith-based things. So there's stigmatization with that too, but you can elaborate on that if you want. But what is some of the tips that you will give to anybody who's trying to break into the filming industry and still keeping their standards as a Christian, whatever, because there's thin lines with those type of things?
I would say to anybody who's trying to be in the film business, or I mean any business, I think everything is a mindset. It's not supposed to be easy. Life's not easy. Nothing you do is easy. And I talked to my daughter, and she's been on set with me a million times. She's always on set with me. And I was just telling her, and I was just like, walking to the car is hard. She was like, what are you talking about, Daddy? I say, every morning you get up, what do? You like, you stretch, you put your legs off the bed, you get up, you walk here. I say, that simple thing, you do so many different transactions just to get to the car. You don't even realize it because you can do it with your eyes closed. Life is not supposed to be easy. Now, you can put forth a lot of effort to make it more manageable, but things are going to happen. You go fall. You go get pushed back. Things are going to get cut off. Things are going to go one way. Things are this and that. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. But you, as an individual, whether you 5 years old or you 20 years old, 30 years old, you got to keep pushing. A lot of people will forget what you did to them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Bring them into your circle. Let them know, hey, I'm going to keep doing this. I know I didn't get this role. And I say this to a lot of actors who come to me, because I've been doing it, I think, since like 2000. So I tell a lot of actors who come to me, I say, look, you go hear 99 no's before you hear one yes. That's okay. That's okay. Just don't stop. Because I've always believed, and it took me a while to get this, ladies, because, we're stubborn sometimes. I always believe that the harder the struggle is to get to it, the closer you are to making it happen. That's it.
Absolutely. Well said.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. So, can you go ahead and let us know about any of your upcoming projects that you have coming up right now, or what can we be expecting, looking out for, and then let everybody know how they can follow you and find you as well.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So, let me start here. My phone is messing up a little bit. All right. So, right now, like I just told you earlier, we Brothers 321 is out worldwide, Amazon, Hulu, Tubi, Fandango. It's everywhere. You can just Google it, BRUTHAS 321, and just watch it. You can actually see it on Tubi for free too, if I'm not mistaken. But you can go to Amazon, and if you watch it on Amazon, leave a review. Hey, tell them if you liked it or didn't like it. I have a good friend. She did a post about it. She said it was this. Everybody have their own ideas and thoughts and whatever. But Brothers 321 is already out. We have another one that be released March of 22 called Blind Confession. The trailer is out for that one too. You can actually Google that one also. It'll come out March of 22. We just did a music video for an artist who flew in from LA for us to shoot it for. Her name is Lisa Durley. It's on YouTube right now. It's called You. Lisa Durley's You, Y-O-U. I directed and shot that one. Movies that are coming out. We're doing a new YouTube channel called Life Vids, L-Y-F-E. And it's about us researching different things that have happened in the world, and we're when I write the script, I put my little spin to it, but you still get it's always some type of something to learn from it at the end. They're real short, but we don't have any content on it right now. But if you could subscribe to it, LYFEVIDS, Life Vids, I guarantee you would not be disappointed once we start uploading content. Let's see. I had wrote this stuff down because I knew y'all were going to ask me that. Let's see. All right, so we have for the Life Vids on YouTube, we're doing a lot of casting for it. Paid casting. You know, you get your lines on, and that's pretty much what it's going on right now. I'm writing about 5 scripts right now. So on top of doing post-production, we have a film right now that's, I think, gonna hit home. It's called God's Tired. It's called God's Tired. And that one stars Michael Gwynn, Tony Williams, and Yasmin Pickens. They're all local here in the DFW Metroplex, in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The film is about a pastor who has a meeting with the other churches in the community, and after the meeting, all the pastors leave, and he's there just talking to God, and then next thing you know, something happens. Somebody came in, something else happened, something else happened. All my films that I put out have some type of twist. At the end, you're like, what? So, you know, and this one is a faith-based. God's Tired is a faith-based. Blind Confession we was going, I think it's like to spread the bridge between faith-based and just drama type of film. You got to have drama, ladies, you know. But that one's Blind Confessions. We're doing, like I said, God's Tired. That's in post-production. We're editing, and we're looking for that one to come out soon. We have a red carpet event at the end of this year for Blind Confessions. Like I said, we got distribution on that one too. We shoot everything: feature films, commercials, short films, demo reels. We write scripts. We're a one-stop shop. To reach me, you can get me, you can Google or go to Facebook, Instagram. I even got a TikTok, y'all. My daughter, don't worry about it. You know, I be able to get my dance on, y'all. I'm telling you. But you can just type in Michael W. Green, and we're gonna spell Michael right this time. Michael. Y'all put EAL. I was like, really? I said, okay. But anyway, it's Michael W. Green on everything, y'all. Y'all connect with me, inbox me, say, hey, you know, we saw you today on the show. We saw you on Tears to Purpose, right? Tears to Purpose. And I'll say, okay, I add them, we can connect. But honestly, look out for Life Vids. That's Mike G Productions is my company. My business partner is Benjamin Ward. His company is called Stranger Mornings. So that's pretty much it.
Amen. Well, he just gave everybody the rundown on how to find him, what projects that he is working on and coming up. We are ecstatic. We are definitely going to keep in touch with you, Mr. Green, because we want to know what's going on. And don't look, when you get ready to drop these little previews, make sure you inbox me, because we be playing previews on the show.
Don't tell me that.
Because we have no, for real. You know, I'm telling you right now, we gonna drop the previews on here. We're gonna be running this thing like clockwork. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, they just played this last week. We'll keep on watching it because we want you not to forget. Okay. So we want to help y'all out with making sure that we keep, you know, pushing what you guys are doing, because it's a beautiful thing. So we want all the previews when you get ready to drop them. Send them to me, and we'll be gladly to push them on the show before we get started with our regular shows. So we enjoyed you. You were very transparent. We're going to continue to pray for you and Mr. Luke. Thank God that you guys had time to come and talk to us and shed light on what you guys are doing here in the earth. You guys are positive men, and we just appreciate the men stepping up and coming through and showing our younger men that yes, you too can do the same thing. Because we have some talented young men out here that just they don't have an outlet or they don't have anybody to look up to. You just never know what their situation is. But we thank God for y'all. Amen. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. And again, we know this won't be your last. So when you get ready to drop these films, you make sure you be like, all right, Elder, I'm ready to come back and we're gonna get you back on here.
I'm looking for y'all on Facebook now so I can add all three of y'all.
Yes, go right on ahead.
Yes, I followed you on TikTok. I just looked for you.
Hey, you can look on now. I be dancing, girl. I be getting it in.
That is so cool.
With, Elder.
Yes. So we thank you so much for coming on to the show, and you have a good day. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say before we get on off the air?
Yes. I had a message that God gave me today about just trusting him. And all of this ties in because God is the producer and the head, basically. He is the star of the show. So trust him and let him be the star of your show. That's my message.
I will take that.
So good. So we thank you guys so much. Did you want to say something else, Mr. Green?
I just want to say again, ladies, y'all keep doing your thing. Keep putting the positive energy out there for everyone who wants to learn and wants to know. Y'all may have some people watching y'all that want to do this, what you do, you know? So, you know, but I will throw this out here at y'all to Tears to Purpose monologue movement. If y'all ever needed a guy to co-host for one day, y'all holler at me. You may need a man's point of view. You never know.
God know what he doing. These all divine
connections.
That's good. That would be super dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get on out of my notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Get on out of my notebook.
I'm always about forward. I'm always about forward movement. Seriously, I'm always about forward movement. We come together collectively, and we can make some stuff happen. Seriously.
So good. Well, we all game for it. We ready to lock arms. You stuck with us now, Mr. Green, so you ain't gonna be getting us off your radar. We all connected. We is all connected.
let's make this happen. Let's do it. But I'm gonna look on my YouTube for live vids and see if y'all three went and subscribed. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. I'm one of those people who check. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, indeed. So
I appreciate y'all having me on the show, ladies. Thank all three of y'all. Y'all keep doing it, keep moving positive. God bless each and every one of y'all.
Yes, and thank you so much. For we just thank God for the godly divine connections, because that's what this is. So we gonna get up out of here, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in next Wednesday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We gonna rock out again with some more great guests. If you want to be a guest, you guys know how to find me. Don't hesitate, okay? Some of y'all sitting around here waiting. Y'all know y'all behinds need to be up on here because y'all got something to say. Okay, so we love you guys. And again, Michael W. Green, and we thank Luke Reether for coming on. Two major film dudes in the game. Y'all look them up.
Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and get out. I connected with Luke today already. We already talking about doing the project based off of y'all show.
Look, okay, go for it. See,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all once again, thank y'all for having me on the show, ladies. This is what I say. Y'all finna find out. God bless y'all. So if you don't know, now you know. You know.
You know. Good night. Experts, Christian relationship experts, that is. People in ministry that have a phenomenal story. All kinds of business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all.